everyone, it's Colin with the Knox County Fire Bureau, and this is the first of a 7-video pro tip series entitled At Home with Fire Safety, The Essentials. Now, statistically, across the country, there are 5 areas in our home where fire is more than likely to occur. The first of which, obviously, is the kitchen, a place in every home where we bring heat or fire in to cook our food. Next would be family rooms and living rooms, places where people congregate when they're up and about in the house. But don't forget, you're going to sleep at night in your bedroom, and there's a chance for fire potential there as well. And then oddly, your laundry room has a place in the scheme of fire potential. And then last, we're going to talk about garages and carports, places where we work on our cars or crafts, places where we store tools and chemicals, lawnmowers and gasoline. As an introduction, we want to make sure before we get anywhere else that you have a fire escape plan and you're practicing it twice a year. No, wait a minute, you don't have a plan? Well, lucky for you, right here on our YouTube channel, we've got lots of videos to help you design, plan, and practice that plan 2 times a year. We're going to be including links, for instance, for the NFPA worksheet in this video so that you and your family can sit down together, work on that plan, develop a common safe meeting place where everyone is going to come together when the smoke alarms activate and people escape the house so that everyone knows that everyone's out and safe. In the absence of any other plan, remember this acronym: RACE to Safety. Rescue, alarm, contain, and extinguish. When the smoke alarm activates, or if you're at the mall or movie theater or even at school, and the fire alarm activates, remember the acronym RACE to Safety. Rescue, alarm, contain, and extinguish. We want to rescue ourselves and whoever we are with from danger point A to safety point B. And safety point B is traditionally outside at our safe meeting place. And then we want to sound the alarm. Call 911. Make sure that you have help coming as fast as possible. Then C is for contain. Make sure that as we move through either our house or at church or at school, as we pass through doors, we want to close them behind us. So we put a barrier toward that fire's progress, slowing it down, and then hopefully helping us as the fire department extinguish a room and contents fire as opposed to an entire structure. And then eventually you wind up at E for extinguish. Now, a lot of folks ask me in classes that I teach if one has to happen after the other, has to happen the other, before I can use the fire extinguisher. Well, you'd be surprised how quickly all of those things are going to be happening at the same time. But critically, we want to make sure that everyone understands that you should be placing your fire extinguisher in a central location that's safe from where your fire emergency may occur. For instance, please do not put the fire extinguisher in the cabinet immediately next to the stove where your fire emergency is more than likely to occur. We want to make sure you're retreating to a safe location, getting that fire extinguisher, and then approaching from a safe distance, making sure that you always have an escape route. Use that fire extinguisher and then extinguish that fire. Because if the fire doesn't go out, we need to make sure that we still have a safe way out for ourselves. So retreating to get that fire extinguisher and then returning to the fire. If the fire looks like you shouldn't be playing with it, shouldn't use the fire extinguisher, then we want you outside at your safe meeting place so that you can meet us when the fire department arrives. The next, make sure that you have working smoke alarms. If your home is 2 stories, at least one on every story of your home, and then on that second story or on the first floor, if your bedrooms are congregated in one side of the home, make sure you add at least an additional one in the hallway outside of your bedrooms. Now, in homes where the devices are wired to the home's electricity service with a battery backup, or if you have battery-operated standalone devices, make sure that you're replacing those every 10 years. Simply replacing them every 10 years, as the manufacturer recommends, ensures that you're going to get the swiftest, most reliable, quickest alarm that you have a fire emergency in your home. Next is having a fire extinguisher in your home and knowing how to use it. Remember, as we stressed earlier, make sure that you're centrally locating the fire extinguisher so that everyone in the family knows where it's located. In my home, it happens to be in the garage. It's just a quick jaunt around the corner from the kitchen and then through the door, and there it is. So make sure that you find that place that works for you and your family. Now, you can either have what we consider a 2.5 pound, this is your classic fire extinguisher for home use, or what would be considered a 5 pound home fire extinguisher, which is a bit of an upgrade. Remember, smaller the fire extinguisher, smaller the fire it can put out. Each one of these are perfectly good in a residential environment, remembering that something in a 2.5 pound is specifically designed for a stovetop fire or a small trash can, right? Where a 5 pound extinguisher may be able to do a little bit more, right? But remember, always remember, smaller the fire extinguisher, smaller the fire can put out. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the next 6 episodes. Everyone have a great day and stay fire safe.